see a form of a skull here. This is a photo of 120 years ago, which we could call in Aramaic Golgotha and in Latinic Calvaria. Only when we go up to the viewpoint, you will see that the nose is missing, and that happened in 2015. There are two places in town from which they believe that the resurrection could have taken place. We have the Holy Sepulchre in the old city. Have you been there already? Yeah. Discovered around the 4th century by Helena, mother of Constantine. I believe that some people are also added to us. Yeah.
They want us to join you in this group.
You can join us. Yeah, come a little bit, then you can hear me better.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I have to shout. So we are looking to this photo of 120 years ago. We see eyes and a mouth, a typical form of skull, which we could call in Aramaic Golgotha and in Latinic Calvaria. Now, historically, we are not sure about the place of the resurrection, and we cannot be, because Jerusalem has been destroyed different times and been rebuilt. I will show you the wall of the old city. Thank you very much. And that wasn't here in the time of Jesus. That has been built around 1500s by Suleiman the Great, a Turkish man. We have the Holy Sepulchre in the old city, the church. Have you been over there already? Yeah. Discovered in the 4th century by Helena, mother of Constantine. After 1700 years, people become interested in this area. You will see a bus station, but that was a big quarry in the past. And I will show you a moment a map, and then you are more sure about the place where you are here at the north. Here was the first and the second temple, and this was also a big quarry. And do you remember the name of Stephanus from the Bible that was stoned? They say that it happened in this area in the tradition. I had a very big group of American people here, and there were 3 men with the name of Stephen in the group, and they looked a little bit worried at me. So I said, don't worry, we don't do that anymore. And I've been a nurse always in a Jewish hospital, I can help you. Now, let's talk a little bit about the mountain here. Or about a beautiful song. Do you know the beautiful song, It Is Well With My Soul? Yeah. And that was written by Horatio Spafford. They came from America, the family Spafford, and they have shipwreck on the ocean, and they lose all of their daughters. Now, where do they live afterwards? And Horatio Spafford, he writes that beautiful song. But they live here also in Jerusalem. On the wall you will see a house with 2 arch windows, and that's where they lived around 1883. There comes an English friend to them, General Gordon, and that man, like a German theologian, Otto Tenius, around 1860, they believed that Jesus was crucified here at the north side. Because Gordon reads in the Bible, in Leviticus 1, verse 10 and 11, that the offering, the lamb, was slaughtered at the north side of the altar in the temple. So they believed that Jesus and the lamb was actually prepared here at the north side, and they also believed that Jesus was crucified here. But historically, that's a little bit difficult to prove, actually. We're going to speak a moment about this mountain. Can you help me a little bit with the 3 names of the mountain? When you know all the 3 names, you can be a guide here in the garden. Father and his son were on that mountain. Who was that? Abraham and Isaac. Mount Moriah and Mount Zion. There's written in the Bible in Psalm 48, a joy for the whole earth. Yeah, and the Temple Mount. Now, how old was Isaac when he went up with his father? Was he very young? What do you think? Most people that come here think that he was around 13 years old, a very young boy. But we started to study this because my wife, she works here in the shop, she had a little bit trouble with that age. She said to me, but God hated child offerings in the Bible. Why did he ask from Abraham for a child offering? We studied this with a Jewish friend in Holland. He's a Bible teacher. And also from the Hebrew words, you came to the conclusion he was not a very young man. He was around 37 years old. And that points us also to Jesus himself. And he carries wood on his back, and there you find a symbolic picture for the cross. And Abraham, he prophesies and he says God will provide himself the lamb. And that is Jesus, yeah? Let's take a look. We are going to take a look on the viewpoint now. One moment, I have to put this photo back.